Okay, how's that for volume? Is that better? Hopefully this will work out. I'll let you guys all jump back on.
We'll keep talking so they can hear you.
Can you guys hear me? Better?
Can you
Better?
hear me now?
How about now? Kayla, is the volume better? It must just be my phone. Thumbs up. No, it's delayed maybe. Everything's delayed, I think. Yes, better. Okay, so it must be my phone, and Father's Day is coming soon.
Oh my gosh.
I get a new phone. No, just kidding. My phone has always been messed up because I'm in construction, so it's packed full of like sawdust and dirt and all kinds of other stuff. So where I started out was most guys are very nervous about getting into oils. They're very skeptical about getting into oils, and it's usually their wives that bring them in. Liv had gotten into oils about 7 years ago, and she went on with oils for probably about 8 months, 1 year, somewhere around there, before I was like, okay, maybe I'll try this out a little bit. And it was a back injury that I got in the oil field, and it opened my mind up to actually using the oils. Liv's like, try this, just try it, and then tell me what happens in about a week. So I tried out. My first one was Deep Blue. I think this is every guy's gateway oil into essential oils, along with lemongrass. And I would apply that on my lower back. Had 3 herniated discs each day or any time that I was feeling the pain. And after about a week, I was like, wow, this stuff is actually working. Like, so there's something to this. So I started dabbling into the other oils and into the other supplements. Now, most guys, you ladies probably know, I'm not one that's going to take the time to make all these awesome recipes unless it's this kind of recipe with essential oils. So I really like just taking the Lifelong Vitality every day. And when I started taking the Lifelong Vitality every single day, that is when I saw the most progress and the least amount of pain and everything in my back. Something that in the morning, in the evening, I can just pop in my mouth and I'm done. We are lazy. We're not going to make recipes. So that's just my opinion. Maybe some guys will make recipes, but most of us know, unless you have a very beautiful, awesome, significant other at home that makes you recipes, then that's the only reason we're going to use them. So getting into guys' health and what oils we're going to use or supplements we're going to use on a daily basis, our most common health issues that we deal with on a daily basis or worldwide are obviously like heart disease, prostate issues, diabetes, high blood pressure, and then obviously high cholesterol. And that's because us as men, we tend to take more risks, right? We don't really watch after our health as much as women do. We tend to drink more, we're smoking more, we're eating more, or whatever our vice is that we do, and then we don't go in for our usual checkups. So a really good one, and I don't know this on a personal, but a really good one for heart disease is using lavender or ylang ylang. And that one you would just apply 1 to 3 drops on your chest daily, right? And that's going to help hopefully calm that or at least support your heart. Okay? Prostate issues. And prostate issues are a wide band of things. It goes from just cancer to just urinary tract infections, stuff like that you're having with your prostate. A really good one for that one is juniper berry on a daily basis. You can either take it internally or you can just rub it topically right in that prostate area. Diabetes is a big one for men because, like I said, we tend to overeat sometimes. Now, my favorite is Slim and Sassy. I usually just take the gel capsule to support, metabolic and all my metabolism, stuff like that. But some guys actually really like just putting it in their water. I have this giant jug that I fill up with lemon, grapefruit, stuff like that, but just take this lemon sassy soft gel. And that's going to support that metabolism so that you can slowly get out of that diabetic area. Hi, baby. What are you doing? High blood pressure is the next one that we struggle with very often, along with the following ones. So high blood pressure, one thing that I've heard within my team is that just getting on the Lifelong Vitality alone is going to help with your high blood pressure and your high cholesterol. But some oils that will support that is drinking lemon in your water every day. Doing cypress on the bottom of your feet. It gets in that bloodstream, helps with that high blood pressure. And then also marjoram. All great oils to use for high blood pressure. High cholesterol, I have some personal issues with this, but I didn't have high cholesterol, I had low cholesterol. And this will help with both. So once again, getting on the Lifelong Vitality, I cannot talk about the LLV. I mean, it's amazing. Just whatever. If your guy's not on it, get him on it. High cholesterol, lemongrass is a great oil to use in conjunction with the LLV, clary sage, and then also helichrysum. And those are all oils that you would apply either topically on your feet, or you can do the helichrysum and the lemongrass internally. So some of the things that I've got this like whole plethora of stuff out here that I use on a daily basis, and it's taken me probably 3 or 4 years to finally figure out, okay, I want to take this because it does this. I want to take this because it does this. Now, some of the products that I use on a daily basis is obviously LLV, right? And then any type of pain management. Us guys struggle with pain a lot. And it's usually because of doing, stupid things. So pain, if you're struggling with that kind of pain as a guy, you want to use the Deep Blue Rub, which is this guy. And then also, if you're taking the Lifelong Vitality supplements, you want to do the Deep Blue Polyphenol in conjunction with that. So these days, when I go out and I'm playing with my kids or I'm going crazy, I'll do the Deep Blue Polyphenol just to know that my pain's on a level where I can handle it. And then if your pain's really bad, another great one to take internally is just do a couple of drops of turmeric right on your tongue. Metabolism. So going back into that high cholesterol, or diabetes and stuff like that, metabolism, us guys, usually, I know I do now, as we get older, you drink more and more and more and more water. You should, I guess, your entire life. But I usually take about a gallon of water with me in the morning because I know it's going to get hot. It's really hard to drink a gallon of water during the winter time, but take a gallon of water. I probably overdo it. I do lemon, grapefruit, and wild orange all in my water. Sometimes when I get bored with that, I'll do a little bit of pink pepper, which adds a little bit of spice to it. But that'll help with your metabolism and keeping all that weight at bay, hopefully. So usually us guys, when we're about 30-ish, is when we start packing on pounds, right? If we're not active. So having that grapefruit and keeping your metabolism going is awesome. And it's just by drinking water. That's it. It's easy. A couple years after I got into the Lifelong Vitality and the Deep Blue, I started looking into the other things. So I was like, okay, Terrazyme, I'm okay. I really don't need an enzyme. My stomach's pretty strong. Or the PB Assist, my stomach's still pretty strong. I don't really care, but eventually I started taking it. I was like, I'll give it a week, see what happens. And the Terrazyme is very great for keeping us consistent, right? Keeping our bowels, keeping everything going and moving so that we are cleansing on a daily basis. So the Terrazyme is amazing for that. And the PB Assist is just a great additive to that, adding those probiotics back into, hi everybody, probiotics back into our gut, because that's our second brain, as Liv says. That's what's actually thinking for most men, I think, besides this. No, it's the gut first. Liv says it's the gut first and then the head. Or maybe it's just never mind. So getting into those, so now I'm taking the LOV, I'm taking the Terrazyme, I'm taking the PB Assist, I'm taking the Beauty Complex. Do I look shinier? Probably not. I only look shinier because I just shaved my head. And going off of that, shaving your head, that's one thing that hopefully most of us guys are doing, is shaving on a daily basis, except for maybe, you know, the new trend of growing all your hair out. Me, I use the shampoo and the conditioner and have been for probably 4 years. The conditioner is the best shaving cream I have ever tried. And I've tried all the little gels and the Gillette and so it's just really good. And obviously I shave a lot of stuff up here. It takes me a while in the shower. So using the conditioner and using the shampoo just for my regular body wash. The conditioner does have cedar wood in it. So if you are a guy struggling with hair loss, I have plenty of hair up here if I grew it out. I just decided not to. But it has the cedar wood in it, and the cedar wood actually helps get those hair follicles going and regenerate so that you can start growing hair back. Also has rosemary, which is a really good oil for that. Those are the top two if you guys want to make a recipe, or if you wives want to make a recipe for your guy. There's a great recipe that I could share with you for, I don't know where it is. I have no idea where it's at. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Okay. So for you ladies, if you got a pencil, I'll give you a little recipe. See, this is why guys don't do this. 24 drops of rosemary, 18 drops of cedarwood, 14 drops of geranium, 12 drops of peppermint, 8 drops of lavender, and 40 drops of FCO. You lost me at rosemary. That was the first one, just by the way. And then just put that in a 5 ml bottle, have them apply it to their bald spot if they have a little bald spot. Mine's growing back because of conditioner. And that's all I've ever used is the conditioner. So that one's great for shaving, hair care, hair loss, right? Some other things, let's see. Energy, right? Energy is big for us guys. And if we've got 1 kid, a wife, 10 kids, all of our work stuff going on, energy is huge. One of the biggest things that you can add to your LOV for energy is DDR Prime. Huge for cellular complex. Keeps those cells moving in our body, keeps them clean, keeps them going, so that we can keep up with everybody and everyone, right? And that is big for us guys because we are very competitive. We love to keep up with everybody and know what's going on. Some other things that would be great for guys is foot fungus. Let's talk about that one because I have issues with that. Not now so much in the summertime, but in the wintertime, yes, I do. And in certain shoes, like I have these dudes that are just terrible. Loved them because they were really cool shoes, but they're terrible. So foot fungus or shoe deodorizer. If you struggle with any type of athlete's feet, another good recipe is doing 35 drops of Melaleuca or tea tree and 8 drops of lavender, and just put that in a little roller bottle, roll it on your feet wherever you have the fungus, and keep doing that twice a day. So, and then a shoe deodorizer. This one does work really well. I've used this and I've been meaning to invent those. I think, not really invent, they came out with them, I don't know, several years ago, but shoe balls. Do you guys remember the shoe balls? But you take cotton ball, put in this little plastic thing, and then you put in your shoes, and it was great. So if you want to, easy recipe, paper towel, wad it up, put 2 drops peppermint, 2 drops wild orange, throw them in your shoes overnight. It'll help deodorize your shoes or your man's shoes or your kid's shoes. Like, Yeah, kids are getting stinky. We should do that with Landon's room. We should take like a whole roll of paper towels and a whole bottle of peppermint and a whole... I shouldn't be doing this about Landon. He's just a teenager. It's okay. Let's see. Outdoors. Outdoors, I don't have any really good recipes, but it's some of the things that I take with me all the time. I have this little strip of thing in my truck, and I have all my little oils in it, and then the things that I want to take. And usually it's the pre-made stuff because I am lazy when it comes to making different kind of oils. I leave that up to Liv. She makes all the nice little recipes and stuff because she has fun with that. I just want to take my TerraShield that's already pre-made, and I want to take my On Guard that's already pre-made in the little spray bottle because On Guard right now is awesome. That way I don't have to use all of the hand sanitizers and stuff and make my hands any worse than they are. Sleep. This one was one that took me a while to get used to. I had to, when Liv brought the oils home, the easiest way for women to introduce oils in their home was by diffusing them. And it took me a while to go ahead and, okay, I'm going to put this in the diffuser because it's going to help me sleep at night. And when we started, the diffuser was on her nightstand. She would do that every night. Now it's on my nightstand because I know which oils I need in order to sleep. And it really fluctuates for guys. It kind of depends on what you're going through. If you're going through stressful days, or you're just having night terrors, or you just can't sleep, it's just restless and can't shut your brain down for a while. So some really good oils for, let's say, night terrors. Let's say you're just worried about everything right now. I mean, we could be worried about all kinds of stuff. So you're terrified for your children. You're terrified for politics. You're terrified for, are the kids actually going to go back to school, or stuff like that. Use juniper berry. That is a really good one for enhancing our, what's the word I'm looking for? Confidence and our courage and stuff like that. Back in ancient Roman times, they would actually burn juniper berry before they would go out and conquer some other country because it enhanced their courage. Next, if you just can't shut your mind off, use Serenity and Balance. And I'm only talking about a couple drops every time you put in there. Serenity Balance is awesome for just slowing down your mind and letting it get into that REM state. So that's where we rebuild all of our cellular health, and everything is in that REM state of sleep. And then lastly, it's allergy season right now, right? So lastly would be Breathe, or Breathe and Wild Orange have been actually a really good one lately. Just to help open up those airways. If you just turned on your swamp cooler, you just turned on your AC unit, and you get all that musky, nasty smell and all that pollen starts coming in, that's a really good one to use in your diffuser at night. And then what's another one that we use? Oh, Hawaiian sandalwood. So that's been probably one of my favorites. Between that and the Breathe and the Wild Orange has been one of my favorites because that really calms the mood. It seems like Liv and I have a lot more pillow talk. Like we can sit there and we can talk about the day and get them all, take care of the whole world at once, which is awesome for that. I said I was going to talk about low T, right? So low T, a lot of us, when we get into, it usually starts around late 30s, early 40s. Some of us struggle with a little bit earlier, but low T, really good oils for low testosterone are clary sage, ginger, myrrh, and then also Whisper. Now, Whisper is the women's blend, but it actually helps increase our T. And that you would just be using, you can either apply it directly above your genital area or right on your feet. And then the most fun one that I want to talk about is getting your giddy up in your new you-know-what, right? So if you're struggling with ED or erectile dysfunction, right now you can get the Immortelle for free. So Immortelle is gonna get you your giddy up back, guys. And that one you're gonna apply directly to your genital area twice a day. Let's see what else. My last recipe that I'm gonna give you is obviously not my favorite recipe, but one that guys are gonna be using all the time. So I don't know if you guys are gonna be, if you cook a lot around the house or you make drinks or, you know, it's summertime. So yes, this is a drink. It's great. I'll give you the recipe here in a minute, but all of the oils I love to cook. So I incorporate a lot of the oils into my cooking. I mean, one of the most favorite things during the summer is obviously guacamole. So you can incorporate your cilantro, lemon, wild orange is really good in guacamole, lime, and then a lot of your grilling stuff. You can use the pink pepper. You can use oregano in all of your pastas. Anything that look or sounds like a spice, use it in your cooking because it's great. Just be careful, and I think I have to do a whole nother video about cooking because it's different. And the recipe for this drink, I am drinking a Moscow Mule right now. So obviously, depends on who you are. You put a little bit of vodka or a lot of vodka, right? And then lime juice, a little bit of ginger beer, and then this one I put green mandarin in. Green mandarin is a great oil for drinks. And you can also do a spearmint if you don't like green mandarin, or you can put lime oil in it. So, and let's see, that's about it for guys. I mean, I can go on for hours. You can make like tons of recipes. I was telling Liv when I was started doing some research about a lot of the guy stuff, I wanted to kind of go off of what I use on a daily basis versus what's in the books. Because in the books, I swear that women wrote every single one of these essential oil books because they have like a list this long of recipes. And I'm like, I'm not going to make all these recipes. I'm really not. I just want to read. And I want to use the products that are already pre-made for me because we're in a very, I don't know, very fast-paced lifestyle, right? So, yeah. Any questions? Sarah, you always have a question. Scott, do you have a question? No? Well, feel free to, if you do have questions, feel free to put them in the comments. I think we're going to leave this up for a little while, and I will be happy to answer those questions. If not, you can find me on Facebook and PM me if you have something more personal, and I will be happy to answer that as well. So you guys have a wonderful night and an amazing weekend, and we will see you tomorrow morning with the Matt and Liv Show. Bye, guys.